Good evening, everyone. J7409 here with your weather updates, alerts, and watches coming up for tonight and this evening. What we're looking at, this is the CAPE index. Now, the CAPE measures how much energy is in the air at this time, where rain or thunderstorms may be going on. And the CAPE is what you go by when maybe there's the possibility of some of these storms producing tornadoes. So, it's not too bad where you see the green or the blue or the brown for that fact, but when you start getting into the red and the purple, that's a whole lot of energy, my friends. And we see it starting here, really right down below me here in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, parts of Florida, the whole panhandle of Florida. We've got a little purple up here in Alabama. That's 3,983 joules kg. That's a lot. It only goes up to 5,000 where it's purple. And you can see there's some purple right off the edge of Mexico here. I don't know how much it is. Still 3,470. But anywhere you see this red, now this is what it's like this afternoon. And this is about 8 p.m. this evening, so we'll move it on up. We'll zip up to midnight tonight. You can see it's still hanging around. We'll go a little bit into the early morning hours, say around 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Still, we got some higher readings up in Oklahoma, off the coast of South Carolina. Things are calming down a little bit up here. We have some in Tennessee. We got some earlier this evening in Tennessee also. You can see where they are, and down around parts of the Bahamas. It's going to be a little windy in parts of Cuba. Dominican Republic here looking A-OK. I just wanted to show this to you to let you know there's so much energy out there, and these storms can produce tornadoes. And boy, do we have the severe thunderstorm watches out. Now, in Georgia, it's until 10 p.m. tonight. You have 2, 4, 6 counties under severe thunderstorm watch till 10 p.m. Moving on down till 10 p.m. this evening. Good Lord, look at North Carolina. Whole bunch of them here. So if you live in any of these counties, please be aware. Moving on down, we go to South Carolina. South Carolina, you have a lot of counties too. Just where I showed you where all that energy is a while ago, that's where these storms are going to be going through. So please keep your eyes on your skies, okay? Tennessee, here we go. You've got a pretty good bunch in Tennessee yourself, and it's until 10 p.m. tonight. All of these are for 10 p.m. tonight, Eastern Daylight Saving Time. These are the severe thunderstorm watches and warnings that are out right now. And by the way, we have had some actual warnings going on this afternoon. There's been 2 or 3 that I know of that had 60-mile-per-hour winds. One had penny-size hail, the other had golf ball-size hail, and torrential heavy downpours of rain. So if you're in any of these areas where these watches are, please be aware and make sure if some unusual weather starts to pick up where you are, you have a safe place to go. Here's a quick look at 6 p.m. this afternoon. Of course, today is Monday, June 25th, 2018, where these thunderstorms will be firing up. Some of these look like they could get a little nasty down here from Georgia up into South Carolina. So we'll move it up just a little bit. We'll get to 9 p.m. tonight. You can see they start to fade away, but they're moving into the northern part of Florida, the southern part of Georgia. And we will move up until 1 a.m. in the morning. Then we've got some breaking out over here in Oklahoma, parts of Kentucky. These aren't too bad up here in Iowa and Montana. Wherever you see the yellow start to come in and the red, those are the ones that have the more severe cells in them. And we'll move up to, let's see where, we'll go a little bit up to 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is what it's looking like. Still got a little bit that may turn severe up into Missouri. Maybe in a little bit of Tennessee there. Over in Kentucky, those those might not be too severe, hopefully not. And in Montana, you're still looking pretty good. So that's what the thunderstorms are looking like as of right now. And here's the latest watches and warning map from the National Weather Service. As you can see, we'll start over here. This is gale warnings. Over here, we got some gale warnings going on and small craft advisories over Hawaii as well as Alaska too, down around the islands and the coast of Alaska. Bad air going on in Arizona, central Arizona and the California desert area right here. Moving up, bad air. We know what that means. Red flag warnings in northern Nevada, also over here in southwest Wyoming. These are red flag warnings. And boy, the fires have been breaking out in California again. Bless those people's hearts too. Keep all these victims, no matter what their disaster may be, in your prayers and thoughts, okay, people? Moving on along right here. Now, this looks really kind of ominous, doesn't it? Well, in eastern Missouri and western central Illinois, you are under a flood warning. Flash flood warning. That's what's going on there. We got some flood watches up in central Iowa, rather. This is flood watches, and the lighter green are flood advisories. Also, the flood warnings over here in eastern Kentucky. Also, and a little bit of West Virginia, down at the southern tip of West Virginia. This is flood watches. Now, you can see where the pink is. This is all of the severe thunderstorm watches in here. Like I say, we have had some warnings with severe thunderstorms happening already this afternoon. Where you see this orange, hot, hot, hot. Yep, heat advisories going on big time. And up here in northern New York and parts of Vermont, what has happened? Well, you, my friends, have localized areas of frost possible tonight. That's right, the potential for localized areas of frost will exist tonight across the northern Adirondacks of New York and parts of north central and northeast Vermont. Your temperatures should be falling into the upper 30s across these areas after midnight tonight, and some localized areas will get into the lower to mid 30s just before sunrise tomorrow, especially those locations in or near sheltered valleys. So if you live in these areas and you have any vegetation that is sensitive to frost and cold, you should take the necessary steps to protect them tonight through early tomorrow morning. And down in Texas, you have a special weather statement. It's the heat again, folks. Your heat indices should be between 105 and 109 today. Hoo-wee. Okay, this is roughly west of I-37, and residents with outdoor activities planned are urged to drink plenty of water. Now, this is for today, but it's up tomorrow too, people. So I'm just going ahead and telling you, it's going to be very hot down in southern Texas. You know what to do. And please don't leave anything that breathes in a car by itself, ever. That's going to wrap it up for the watches and warnings and what's happening with severe weather around the U.S. for this afternoon. Please subscribe, click the bell, make sure you get all the latest in weather news, forecast, alerts, and tropical weather as it happens. I'll get it out to you just as soon as I can. Please comment. Thank you for liking and sharing and all that stuff. And don't forget, if you haven't got your coffee cup yet and you'd like one, you only have until July 13th to order it, okay? In the meantime, and I appreciate that when you do that. Believe it or not, YouTube's helping me out with this for a change. So, I have a quota to meet. If I don't meet the quota, I probably won't be selling any more coffee cups or who knows, anything else. But I wanted to get that out to you. Everybody stay safe this afternoon and this evening. I love you all. Be kind to each other. Peace, love, and kindness to all. Thanks for watching.